NFL season, which has brought a few surprises. Here to give us his take is NFL Hall of Famer and TV analyst, the always outspoken Shannon Sharpe.
Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Seth. It is positively a pleasure to be here.
Hey. So, Shannon, been a rough start for football fans here in New York, and the Giants, as you know, are 0-4. What do you think's going on with that team?
Listen, Seth, at this time, at this moment, currently, the Giants are the worst football team in 50 years. Okay? Let me put it this way. I have a better chance of winning this new Canada than the Giants do of winning the Super Bowl.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a very strong statement. You know, many are saying this is the year of the quarterback in the NFL. You know, you got a lot of emerging stars in the position. RG3, Russell Wilson, and Colin...
Kaepernick. That's an A. Okay, that's a K, that's an A, that's an E, and then a Kaepernick. That's how you spell that.
Right. Okay. So Colin Kaepernick's team, 2-2, San Francisco 49ers, despite going to the Super Bowl last year, do you think he's as good as he was last year?
Okay, absolutely, Seth. See, Colin Kaepernick is one of the best quarterbacks ever, okay? He can throw, he can run, he can tackle, he can paint, and blase.
That is very, very complimentary, but do you think he can get his team back to the Super Bowl?
Listen, they're going to the Super Bowl. They're going to the Super Bowl. Look, I'll put it this way. It would be much easier for me to tie my legs behind my head, enter a marathon, and win that marathon running on my bare butt cheeks than Colin Kaepernick not to go to the Super Bowl.
All right, so you're the expert, so I'll take your word on it. Now, let's talk about a more serious issue, the crackdown on violence in the NFL. It seems like more fines are being given for hard hits this year. For instance, Detroit Lions tackle, not a...
Indomitian suit, that's what it is. Okay, that's an N, okay, that's a D, okay, that's an M, and another A, and then a con, Indomitian. That's the period, okay? Spelled just like the Japanese celebrity Indomitian. That's what it's spelled, okay?
Okay, so Indomitian Sue has already been fined $100,000 from your illegal hit.
Yep.
Do you think that's excessive?
Listen, that's nothing. $100,000 is just a kiss on the wrist for Indomitian, okay? I think an appropriate penalty for Indomitian at this moment, right now, currently, while we're sitting here, the two of us, sharing breath, the NFL should burn this house down. That's all.
Yes.
Let me put it this way.
Please.
It would be easier for me to have a baby. And that baby would be a walrus.
Okay.
And I raised that walrus to grow up and ride a bike.
I'm still with you.
And that walrus to win the Tour de France. The Indomitian Sue to care about $100 grand. Come on.
All right, very good announcers. Shannon Sharpe, everybody.
Okay, that's an A.